Sumic Furman 7.0 Kva-Key Start Generator SPG 10800E2. Starting system, recoil, electric, fuel, petrol. Fuel tank capacity, 25 liters, capacity 7,600 starting watt 7,000 running watt. Handle and wheels, yes, weight kilogram 106. Coil 100% copper. The Sumic Furman SPG 10800E2 is a cost-effective generator for your home or small business. The Sumic Furman SPG 10800E2 is a value for your money. However, the generator is model 10800. It is not a 10 kVA generator. It is rated at 7 kVA and has a recommended maximum load of 7 kVA. So this 7 kVA generator would be able to power your fans, bulbs, to TV, to home theater, fridge or freezer, to HP or 1.5 HP or 1 HP Furman inverter air conditioner. It is essential to load generators cautiously to prevent overload.
Alright guys, so welcome back. Now, most people are asking me I should suggest for them a particular type of gen that is ideal for fashion designers. Now, my review goes this way. It all depends on your shop or office load, because the load you have in your shop depends on the gen you are going to use. For example, if you are using the manual butterfly machine, you might not need to have a big gen. If the only reason for your gen set is for ironing or lighting, you might not need a big gen to power your office. But if you operate on industrial machines, industrial weaving, industrial buttonhole, you have AC, you have fans, you have irons, like 2 or 3 irons in your shop, you might need to go for a bigger gen. And then I believe you have seen the first generator set I reviewed. So that gen set is the perfect gen for every big tailor. But this does not mean that there are no other gen you could use. But the reason I had to review that one for us to know that that particular gen gives you almost the services of a normal power supply, because it will carry all your load in your office. But however, we still have another brand or series which is called the Fireman Eco series. Now this series, they have up to 14 products on this particular series. So they have the Fireman 1.0 kVA manual gen, right? Eco 1990. It's being sold for 183,000 naira. Let me see if you can see it from here. It's being sold for 183,000 naira, right? Look at it, 183,000 naira. Now, they also have the Fireman 2.5 kVA Kickstart. It's a key starter. The first one was the manual, you drag it, it's called manual, right? So that one is being sold for, okay, Fireman 2.5 kVA Kickstart generator, that's what they call 3990 ES, that's Eco series, right? It's being sold for 412,000 naira. Let me show you the generator set. 412,000 naira, right? Look at it, 412,000 naira. Now, they also have the one they call Fireman 3.0 kVA. Is being sold for 468,000 naira. Now they have the Fireman 3.5 kVA. Is sold for 615,000 naira. Now they have the Fireman Kickstart Eco 7990 ES, then 461,000 naira. They have the Fireman 6.0 kVA. Is sold for 715,000 naira. That's the 8990. They have the Fireman 6.0 kVA sold for 810,000 naira. So all of these Fireman brands, look at them. Now they are ideal for your office, right? They are ideal for your office if you operate on a large scale. If you operate on a large scale And it's advisable if you are buying, buy a new one. But having mentioned all of this, which one am I using? I think that is where people will get more interested, because I know that they have thousands of generators in the market. So, but people will like to know the one I am using. So now I have two gensets. Now the first genset I have is the Fireman, the one that is 88 8800, right? 8800, right? So that's the one I'm using. Fireman 8800. Then I use this whenever I'm having a mass production, like if my workers are at work and I am using two iron, the weaving, the machines, the fans, everything is being powered on at the same time. So I use the big gen in this period. But after I must have finished cutting, finished weaving, and I am now sewing normally, like normal threading, right? I off that one and on the smaller one, which is still the Sumek Fireman 3000. I bought the 3000, a new one, when the bigger one had a problem. I had to go and buy Sumek Fireman 3000. Now, the only thing different here is that I don't use all my appliances at once for the 3000. The 3000 is only capable of powering my industrial machines, industrial weaving, and iron. But if I want to on my industrial machine, that's my industrial weaving, sorry, my industrial weaving, I must off my iron. That's my pressing iron. I have to off my pressing iron and power on the industrial weaving, because the first time you have to on it, it used to drag current. So when I off the iron and power the industrial weaving, if it drags the current for like few seconds, it will release the current again. The machine has been powered on. Once it is running, I can now on my iron. By so doing, the load will be balanced. But if the iron is on and I am powering the weaving at once, the gen might trip off. Do you understand? So if you want to use a moderate gen that is affordable for your shop, kindly go for Sumek Fireman 3000, which when I bought mine for 178,000 naira, a brand new gen. But now dollarize and everything has changed. So I believe that gen should be around 250 now, or thereabout, or 200 or thereabout. So if you want to buy a gen, go and get the Sumek Fireman 3000, and it will serve you as well. I bought mine on December 4th. This is April, right? This is April. And since then, I have not had any issue with the gen. Since I bought that gen, I can count how many times I owned the bigger one, because it's serving me even more than expected. Once you are able to change oil, 2 weeks interval, buy your fuel, do your normal regular plug change servicing, you're good to go. You could stay 1 year without having a major issue. And bear in mind, it also depends on how often you use the gen. In most cases, I run my gen from morning till night. Sometimes I run my gen from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. in the evening. I'll on again by 10 p.m. and run till 3 a.m. in the morning. So how often you use a gen could also determine or affect the efficiency and the durability of the gen, right? So having seen all the whole gen prices, don't get scared. Just go and buy Sumek Fireman 3000. If you are struggling financially, no need to go and buy a gen of 500,000 when you have not gotten enough machines in your shop, right? So start with the Sumek Fireman. When you now have enough machines and enough workload, you can now upgrade to the higher version of the generator set, right? So But above it all, the best thing you could do is to install a solar system in your office because it saves you more cost on the long run. But it's just that the issue of having the capital at hand might not be easy for most of us, and we will not have that capital to install it immediately. But if you can, kindly do. It's worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.